Hi. I realized this wasn't at um full audio, whatever it's called. But hi. Yes, I am late. I am so sorry for that. So sorry. Hold on, let me sorry, this is my tablet. But hi. Hi everyone. Um I was talking to my sister like throughout 6 p.m. so I couldn't really do much. But then we went out to get boba. Um and I realized extra large is extra large. This is crazy. And then, like, that's how thick it is. Like, how do I. This thing is huge. I usually get large. Extra large is crazy. That's my beverage for today. I mean, we do have my water. Um, but yeah, we're gonna be drawing today. I Okay, this time when I'm drawing. Okay, let me move my thing closer. Well, I'm scared this is gonna tip over and fall. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. You can kind of see it, but that's fine. I hope I'm not gonna be too quiet, cause my my microphone is behind my tablet. Okay, I need to take off this hat. It's hot. Um. Oh, now this is like significantly louder, but shit. All right. So I've been meaning to draw for the past couple of days. I'm putting on my glove. I've been meaning to draw. Oh, my tablet's not even on. And I was like, why not draw on stream? But I usually would like. I've been needing. I've been meaning to do what's it called? Character design. But that's not what we're doing. Okay, the music might be too loud. Oopsie. Okay, we should be good now. Okay, but I would be doing character design, but that's what I've been trying to do for a bit. So instead, I'm going to try my hand on landscapes, background, stuff like that. Um, I've never practiced it. Where's my pen? I've never I've never like tried my best with this sort of stuff. Not tried my best. Really explored outside of drawing people. So I'm gonna. Let me just get a good pencil first. Okay, I don't want to use Artemis today. Okay, that should be good. So how am I supposed to show this on my screen? Uh, okay, give me a second. Actually, yeah, give me a second. Okay, wait, how do I, okay. Because it's showing the everything from my laptop, so if I go to my laptop on and like do stuff, you are going to see it, so we're not doing that. Luckily, I have the image I'm going to try, in my Pinterest board. Fuck, what board is it on? Shit, what board is it? Cottage. Okay. Honestly, this might make it easier for me to draw if it's on my actual screen. Shit. That's not what I meant to do. I'm gonna edit, paste. There we go. And then alright. Stop fucking doing that. Stop it. Alright. By the way, I don't have a playlist on, so I might have to change stuff. Change the music and stuff at some point, but that's fine for right now. What if I do this? Okay, let's not do that. Now, I have no idea how to start this. Because at first I was thinking, to like kind of like get the shapes down. Okay, whoa. Let's look at this real quick. Is there a way I can like... Would this be fine? Is this better? Maybe? Shit. I don't know if this is better. Maybe it is? I think I have to be like facing more this. I don't know where to put my mic. Maybe right here. I don't know. That's like in the same place. But it's fine. We're gonna leave it like that. You guys can tell me if it's bad or not. I don't know what's with streaming and making my nose fuck up. I think it's maybe because I'm talking. Okay, that was weird. So what I was thinking is to like map out the shapes, maybe? I'm not entirely... I mean, this is kind of the reason I'm doing this. And so I get better at this, but still, I don't know. Dude, what is with my nose? Okay, I'm thinking of doing the house first. So it seems like the middle is the pole. It goes up. I'm trying to figure out where exactly I'm drawing this. Because, like, am I using the whole screen? Or... Let's just make a small version. Okay. And then that's in the middle of... Actually, hold on. Let's make it as tall as this. I'm trying to just... Actually, that kind of looked good. Whoa! Okay, and then... Let's make it slightly bigger. So it seems like... here's where things... It seems like that's where things stop. What is this? Which one's my zoom button? This. Okay. And, okay, there we go. I'm learning my buttons again, I forgot. I never use them. What did I hit? I hit something. Okay, it seems... Can you even see my cursor? Can you? Who knows? Who knows? Anyways, you can't see it, so I'm gonna do this. So it kind of looks like there's like a thing here, and then here's the other part of the roof, which is more straight. Actually, hold on. One part of the roof, and then you know? Okay, so then it's like this big, but this one goes. Okay, actually, that kind of looked good. And I assume one's like here. There's like this. And this part is like the same level of as I'm trying to what the okay, it looks like this part is flat. Like what the fuck am I looking at? Okay. Well, okay, let's do this one first. We don't actually see that part, so let's okay, let's maybe you do that. So that's one part of the roof. Oh, hi, Brew. Who sings the song? Hemlock Springs. You know, we're just gonna play her entire album. Might as well. Dude, I kind of forgot I had chat. You were shrimped up? Oh, I'm sorry. I am. I'm trying to figure out how the fuck to do this house. Cause like it's this part that I'm struggling with. Probably because it's behind a pole, but oh, actually, whoa, what did I hit? I'm thinking it goes like a little further, or maybe it stops here. I'm really trying to figure out how the fuck this works. But it's hard because I can't see it very well when it's zoomed out. Okay, it looks like it stops there. So it so it looks like part of it is coming off there. Okay. Oh, whoa, why is this so tiny? No. Whoa. Did the whole thing just move? I don't know. Is this... It's specific... Yeah, like I said, it's specifically this part of the house that is really messing with me. Okay, so... Ah! Okay. So it does look... Okay, maybe it's like... this, and then... Maybe it's just not long enough. And then this one's like a skinnier one that goes like here. Okay, okay. And then it seems like this goes like this. Boom. And then boom. And then it goes like this, but okay, maybe it's that. Shit, why is this so small? And I think it like goes... It like stops short, but it does go there. This is bothering me. And this one's like this, I believe. Okay. You know what? I don't need... Okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's one of my problems. I focus too... Whoa. I focus too much on little details. So, maybe that's the thing I'm gonna learn. So, there's that part, and these parts are even. And then... And then there's another triangle that goes here. Okay, this looks like something. It looks like something. This is the first thing I'm practicing on, so it does make sense on why I'm taking so long. Okay, and then it's like... There's that part. Boom. And then do... There's a window about like, whoa. There's a window about here. Bam, bam, whoa. Bam, 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 basically, whatever. Okay. This part is perspective, and I'm very nervous about that part. It looks to be like here, and then I think I'm making this house too fucking big. Okay. Okay, I think that's good enough for that part of the house. And then... Dude, I am shrimped up. Dear Lord. So there's one that goes here. Okay, wait. Let's do the bottom of the house. Okay. And then, oh my god. So then we got the little porch thing. Okay. Boom. You can't even see this part. But it's like stairs or something. I'm trying to... Should I go, like, fully out? Like, should I really dive into, like, the details? I don't think I should, if I'm just doing the background. Also, this is wrong. Or it feels wrong. Oh my god, wait. This house is fucking huge. Oh my god. Whoa, not this way. And then we move you to, like, right here. Okay, whatever. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna erase this part so it's easier for me to visualize what's happening. Maybe. And then... Okay, this, okay, this part of the house is messing with me, perspective-wise. Maybe it's just like that. I don't know. Anyways, let's... Did you hear my fucking knuckles crack? That was crazy. Okay, so now let's do the trees. Let me... So this tree is like here. I'm running out of space. Okay. So there's boom, and then boom goes no. Okay, there we go. That looks correct, I think. And then like the rest of that, and there's like a bush here. Okay. And then there's a tree there, but I don't have the space. Okay, this, okay. Honestly, doesn't look that bad. It doesn't look that bad. What I don't know how to do is the leaves. Not the leaves, the flowers. You know what? This might be better if I color it. So, I'm just gonna like, here's one. I'm just genuinely gonna mark where the flowers and how far they go. That's the plan for this. And then like, then it gets a little less when it gets down to here. Alright. The thing with this is what I want to do is do basic colors. Okay, that's like okay, okay, I'm thinking let's start with the flowers. I think starting with the flowers would be good. Oh shit. There we go. Low-key, that was low-key without like color picking, that was crazy. Okay, maybe it wasn't crazy. No. I like the last color I had. This works better. I mean, I can always change it later. Okay, now for the hard part. Actually drawing the flowers. Whoa, what'd I do? I don't know what I did. I need to figure out the best... Because what I learned I don't know how recently it was, but like you don't have to do very detailed anything. You don't have to be detailed when it's small details. Like, you get what I mean? Like, it doesn't have to be super detailed when it's a small thing on the canvas. Wait, is this transparent? Okay, a little bit. Let's do this one instead. Okay, there I go. Maybe I should do like bigger? Maybe? Okay, wait, that leaf, that petal's too big. And then there's this one. But this one's mixed with a lot of leaves. You know what? Speaking of leaves. Okay, I'm gonna do this. Speaking of leaves, I should probably do the leaves first. It's like a rich green. Like, kind of darkish. Okay, wait. There's two. There's like the really dark green. Okay, this dark green. And then it has it's more yellowish, I think. Okay, wait. With a little bit of light. So then there's this one. And there's a more saturated green. Okay, not like that. There we go. Oh, wait. Let's see, let's see. This color? I think lighter and more yellow. Okay, maybe darker. More green. This might be too saturated, actually. There we go. Alright, let's start with the leaves first. I think that'd be a good starting place. So I can just add the flowers on afterwards. I want to start with the bottom. This is where I want to start with. So it seems like I need this way bigger. So it's kind of like, oh wait, those are like little wildflowers there. Okay, that's a different bush there. Wait, I don't want that there. So we'll add that. Okay, technically that's not the color I should be focusing on. So there's no leaf there necessarily. There's like one like here-ish. And then there's a leaf here. And it kind of is just like, it's very scattered so far. And there's like a bunch of flowers there, but there's like a leaf here. And then like a bunch more flowers. Okay, that doesn't work. Okay, let's just stick with this so far. Okay, there's like a leaf here. There's like a big dark patch. Kind of goes down here. You know what? I think what I'm seeing as leaves might actually just be the house or the pole. So this part is like I'm honestly not looking at the perspective or like proportions, and like I'm kind of just like freeballing it. Because what I could do is like, so like this flower is equal to where this window is, but I'm not doing that. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do though. I'm gonna take the light green. Like this green is for like the light. Not like that it's the light color, but that it's where the light is shining on the leaf. If that makes sense. So it's gonna be like, here's one, here's like a cluster, here's a cluster, here's a bunch of clusters. Okay, there's like one here for some reason. Wait, I probably should have done this one first. Okay. Oops. Actually, it goes up, is what it does. You know what? I don't need, like I said, I don't need perfect placements for literally any of these. Okay. I am too zoomed in though. I think these leaves might be too bright, actually. They, like, most definitely are too bright, but, like, ugh. I've made it this far. So there's a light bit here, a light bit, like, around here. It's mostly above. No, it's mostly, like, here. That's usually where the Oh wait, I should probably add some light bits up here. Let's go here. Let's make another one. Okay. And then there's like a little bit here. One here. Okay. That seems good. Let's make like a this color? No. Let's do this and then make it slightly more yellowish. How about this? Okay, maybe less, but still deep. Okay, there we go. Okay, this is messing with me. I keep thinking that's part of the leaves, but it's not. Oh, that's part of the plant back there. Okay, that's fine. There's a leaf here, and a leaf around here. No, that's more open of a space. Okay, then we got this part. Yeah, I'm really struggling to figure out where like the colors of the house and how it blends with some of the darkness. So like the dark blue of the house, I'm seeing it mix with um the pole, I guess? At least I think so. Okay. Seems like the very middle part. I think this will look a lot better when I add the flowers. But so far, I don't think this is looking too bad. Like low-key, I think I'm kind of doing it. Let's add the leaf here. And then let's actually make a darker shade of this and like put you there. That seems more bluish. This is the best way I can describe it. So this could go there. And this could go there. Oh, the colors are so much nicer on my other screen. Okay, I don't like that color being there. I'm just putting down some bullshit. Let's actually... It looks like a very pale, bluish, like cool tone brown. No. Darker. Okay, wait. Actually, okay, this part, no. Okay, there we go. This is like around the right color. Well, for the base. Around the same base color. And then this seems to be more of a... And then... And maybe this? Maybe? Oh, the album's playing again. What to play next? I don't know. What's in this album? Sure, we can go with this. Looking away, this doesn't look that bad. Okay. So oh shit, I only got that part of the poll. Living in an extra small park is a nice greenhouse and a TV VCR. The lights are eating all my earthly possessions. I called the flash drive. I got the suicide hotline. Okay, let's just color this in. Actually, no. It would just be here. That is the dark bits. Okay. One of us has to die. I'll go first. Okay, there we go. You can't really tell much, but it's fine. And then down here, it's a lot darker. Whoops. That, like, did nothing. There we go. Actually, it's more bluish. I don't know why I went that way when I needed to go this way. Yeah. There we go. Dun. Who tries to say hydrogen? Mother hydrogen. No one is mad at me. Okay. Okay, now we're back at the fucking hard part of the flowers. But this does... Whoopsie. Okay, there we go. Actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring this back. So we got that pink, then we should get a lighter one. Is this good? No, it should be dustier. Or technically just lighter. Okay, there we go. Whoa. Whoopsie. And then even lighter, but more saturated. Like this? Where somewhere is the best way I can describe it. Okay, I know then you will know where to look and where to go. Not that bright. Maybe this? Sure. Sure. Alright. Should I start with this pink? No. Okay, wait. Hold on. Let's change... Fuck. Let's change this pink to that. Actually... I'm trying to figure... What is this color? Maybe it is more purplish, because when I did that, it did look more purple. Okay, so if it's there, then this color will be that. And then the deeper ones would be like this color. Let's do this. No, that's too deep and not saturated enough. Okay, this is good. This is good. This is good. Okay, okay. I am more satisfied with those colors. I'm gonna do... Whoa. Just gonna move them to... What the hell? Come on, move. Okay, there we go. How the fuck do I draw flowers, bro? I have no idea. Okay, let's just do... Okay. I need to figure out shapes. I think once I get the shape of a flower down, I should be doing a lot better. I'm not liking those colors too much. I'm just gonna wing it. Might as well. Might as well. Okay, this is hit by light, so I'll probably need a different color for that. No, I will need a different color for that. Okay, so there's a bunch up here with this color. It's more like this color. Or this color, I don't fucking know. Ugh, what the fuck? Okay. Okay, these flowers are really fucking me up. Okay, this is... Okay, what's happening here is these are too close together. I didn't save the extra ones because I was like, oh, this isn't supposed to be here. God damn it. Boom. Boom. Okay, this is not going well. Also, okay, let's zoom out because these colors do not look good together. I think my flowers are too saturated for what I'm going for. I think that's the issue. Okay, I think this one. The issue is I did this all in one layer. I really don't want to succumb and do color picking, but I might have to. I don't understand this. I don't understand. Because I was using this to, like, practice, this sort of stuff. What flower am I doing there? That's not the flower I should be doing. Fiction. Okay, this one's like completely shadowed. I don't know why it's so bright. I think this green's fine. Okay, and then there we go. Let's actually no, it's this color. And it like kind of goes down a bit. Okay, and then another flower, which is a lot brighter, is like here. You know what I realized? I've never listened to this album. I literally heard this song before it released on the album and just never checked out the album. Maybe that's blasphemous. Maybe every Chappelle fan will want me dead. But, like, I like her songs in passing. I just don't listen to them. Especially with my obsession with rap lately. And then this flower is like here. And then these flowers are like here. Okay, that one's darker than that. So let's make this part darker. Okay, this flower might be too big. Sure, whatever. And then there's one more flower. Okay, let's just do this real quick. There's one more flower that's like here. Wait, no. This flower, and then there's this one here. What fucking... Okay, hold on. Okay, small one, small one. Okay, this... Okay. The one right here is way too big, is the answer. Is the... Whatever. That one's way too big. Okay, because the big flower is here. Okay. I am 100% sure I'm mixing up my flowers, but that's fine. Okay, boom, boom, boom. This one's right here. No, that's too dark. Let's use this color. Okay. I think this side's kind of fun. Actually, no, this needs to be like this shade. Oh. Da, da. Okay. This one's like this, but connected to like this branch. Okay. Then there's like a leaf here. Or like, yeah, like a tail thing. However it's called. And there's this part here. I'm definitely missing flowers there, but it's fine. Little flower. There's, yeah, this one's supposed to be there. Yep. And then this leaf here. Alright, time for the rest of the flowers. So there's one like here. Oh, let's use this pink. There's one like here. Very small one, and then here's another small one. Let's use this color. Okay, so then at the top, okay, and then there's this one. Okay, I definitely feel like I'm kind of getting the vibe on how to draw flowers. I feel like any other day, my ass would not know what I'm doing. But I do appreciate having a reference. That's the thing I don't use as much as I should. I feel like I should really practice with references more. I mean, of course, that's kind of the way you get better at art is studying it. Which, like, of course, makes sense. But I forget I have that luxury. I keep making hearts, and I don't know if that's like a good thing. Actually, let's use this pink and cover the top bit with that. Whoa, what happened? Started loading for a second. Okay, so there's that flower, then that flower, and then a bunch of different groups of flowers. Let's, okay, and then let's take this. There's another one here. And then there's This one here also has a light pink. This one has this pink. Probably more this pink than anything. Does that look like multiple flowers? I don't think it does. Let's actually make this part darker. So maybe that looks like a separate flower, and then we can darken this one maybe. I don't know. I don't quite think that works, but beggars can't be choosers. I never fucking fixed this area. I just kind of left it. Which is like fine. What else do we have? Then it's kind of like this. And then there's, whoa. Okay, and then there's some sprouts here. I'm definitely spending too much time on this. I definitely feel like I should be going a lot faster, because it's like, I don't need to focus on this stuff, but... Okay, when I take a look back, I'm like, actually, I'm kind of doing well. Okay, let's put this flower here. Okay, that one is like really prominent. Wait. It's like, it's kind of like on the same level as that. Are these roses? I don't think these are roses. I actually don't know what flower this is. I've never been good at flowers. I think my favorite flower is a daffodil, but I think I only like them because they're yellow, and I didn't want to be basic and pick a sunflower. Because, like, if anything, it's too... There's too much different color. Like, I don't care for the middle brown bit. Not something I'm too fond of. Everything else is fine. But I don't know, I don't think the actual flower is that cute. Let me put on both headphones on, because I can't hear the second side of the song. Oh my god, I have boba. I forgot. This shit is so big, bro. Ah! My glove's wet now. Alright. And then there's this. What color? This color. Maybe this color. I'd erase a bit of that. Oh no, this needs to be a lot brighter. You know what I just remembered? I remember the game AFK Journey. Dude, low-key, I kind of fuck with that game. I haven't played it in a long time, which I guess is like the point of the game, is to leave it alone. But like, there's times I've come back to the game and it's like, oh wow, I genuinely don't know what account I used. Because there's one account with one email and then there's another account with a different email. For the life of me, I can't remember which email is my main one. And like, that sucks because like, I have to log out again and do it again to actually play my game. And I know because sometimes it's like, who are you? And it's like man, female, man, woman, and I'm like, something tells me this isn't my save. Some little birdie tells me. I don't know. I'm feeling a bit suspicious. And then we can do a bit of that. Actually, this is more like reddish, if anything. I think I need to utilize different shades of pink more. Because this is more... that's too dark. And also, it might be too red. Yeah, it's too red. Boom, boom. Third and flower. There's a bit here. Actually, it's less bright, actually. Okay, I do think an issue here is there's not enough air. This color. Okay, and down here, needs to be more dense, I think is the issue. I think it's not dense enough. Okay. God, I really wish I, like, saved more of the colors, like I did before. Do you think this is good enough? I think what I need is to do the colors more. Ooh, hold on. Boom, boom, boom. Actually, hold on. Let me check something real quick. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. I decided to double check something. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. There's supposed to be a flower here, actually. Jesus Christ. You know, I was talking to my sister today, and it reminded me that I've never gotten a nosebleed, and I've never gotten a broken bone, and I've never been stung by a bee. Knock on wood. But excuse me. I thought that was really interesting. Okay, this is definitely way too far outward. Okay, so then there's that. Okay, actually, this should be like more. I should merge. Nope, that's not what I meant to do. Whoa, 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 whoa. This one. The bush over here seemed a lot, like, less saturated and more yellowish. Mm. Okay, maybe that color. I think that color works the best. Okay. But it's like over here. You do need to be bigger though. Bigger. Mm. Actually, these colors, these ones, whoa. These ones down here are a lot more blue. It's a lot more, I don't know, kind of, okay, that's too green. For some reason, okay, that's too saturated. For some reason, when I go to like the bottom of my tablet, like physically the bottom of my tablet, it like won't work. Like it doesn't draw. It draws like a little bit higher than where I'm putting my pen when I try to draw at the bottom. It's really weird. Also, I've gotten so many bug bites, and it's pissing me off. Why can't I get the right color? Oh, this is like straight up black, actually. That makes sense. Let's actually do the shade. Less saturated though. That's why that's happening. I'm not using the right fucking pen. I was like, why isn't it letting me like kind of blend in the colors? It's because I'm not using the right brush. Yeah, that's okay. I know you guys can't see, but that's exactly what I meant. I meant to grab the bottom of the grass, but it wouldn't let me reach it. What the fuck? Oh. Interesting. What color is the... Okay, wait. Let's add the flowers first. The flowers look kind of bluish. Hmm. Um... Actually, this one's more blue, if I really think about it. Whoa. This color... It's like a bright blue-ish color. At least that one down there is. Whoa. Okay. And then you got a little bit of this. Okay, maybe here? Shit, that's not the right button. Because over here is a lot lighter, is the thing. It also looks like there's like a speck of something in the middle of these flowers. Oh, does anyone remember what color I was on? I don't know. Okay, I really don't like how this dot looks, actually. It looks fucking gross. I hate it. But definitely isn't that bright. Come on. Wait, whoa. That's not the color I wanted. I wanted this color. Okay, we're back at the start of the playlist. Maybe I should do a different one. Maybe. Okay. Ah! Okay, so it seems like this is more of this color back here. This just looks like a bunch of white and like we got some of the pink. That looks like a yellow, I think. I mean, I could zoom in if I really wanted to. Okay. That's not exactly it. Alright. Okay, what is the colors for that one? It's like a dark purple? It's like a dark purple. Maroon. 5 Maroon! That's not what it's called. It's called Maroon 5. What music should we put on next? This one? I don't really want. Oh, maybe this. Maybe this one? When did I make this playlist? I feel like this is the last playlist I made. Well, it is, by the way. But does it tell me? There's definitely a way to check. I'm just not sure where. Yeah, I have no idea. I have no idea. Dude, these bug bites are gonna make me cry. This is okay. I usually don't get bug bites, so I'm kind of struggling. I'm kind of suffering. I don't quite know what to do about it. Okay, seems like the bottom of it, there's like just like a stripe for some reason. But at the same time, there's like a. Oh, that's like the exact color. And then there's another bit, but I think it's like. It's a pretty good time. Okay, and then what color is that? Let's do this color. Okay, maybe not. Let's make it a lot smaller. And what does it look like? It just kind of looks wilted. Also, now that I look at it, I think it's like a rose, like a bush, and not like a. Like, I think it has a lot more air than I made it have. I forgot about this song. I love this song. Wait, does it go up? Yeah, a bit. But I do think I added too many. Okay. Oh, shut down. Okay, it does seem like there's a lot of them, is the thing. But just more spread out than I've made them. Okay, and then probably just one more. Honestly, that's not that big of a thing on the actual, what's it called? In the actual picture, it's not that prominent. Ah, my neck. Um, kinda wanna do this one, but I might do the path. Just so it's easier for me to distinguish? Figure out, where the lawn goes. I do think my issue right now is color, like shadows. I'm definitely struggling a lot with shadows. Actually, you know what? I should probably put this on a different layer. Because the last thing I want is to accidentally cover up the plants and be like, fuck, I can't do anything now. Okay, this one's a lot thinner. Like these ones, they're a lot thinner. Speaking of thinner, I need to make this smaller. It's kind of curved. And then this one is like closer to here. So this is more. And this one kind of like curves here. Whoa, 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 whoa. I was using this one. Yeah, so I guess what I'm trying to aim for with this is to be able to draw and not depend on color pickers and like truly understand the colors I'm using. She's just the formal one of me, and I'm her just out of context. Okay. Let's grab this. This is more shadowed. That might be. I think this is fine. Well, not necessarily fine, but like better than what I had before. That should be good. Let's take you. Let's make you bigger. Okay, so for this part, it kind of looks angled. Like it's straight, but it's a bit curved, I guess? I don't know. So it looks like this part's completely flat. Actually, hold on. Let's just do that real quick. Like that. Maybe something like that. I don't know. Cause then a bush goes there. It's like similar colors to this one. Just similar. Let's just map out some of the bush. Dude, I forgot Finn Wolfhard was on this playlist. I was like, whoa. By the way, he was in my dream when I took a nap today. I don't remember what he was. He was like. He was like. He was acting in a movie, but I had to rewatch the movie multiple times because it was like. Someone was on a train. I think someone was trying to steal the train, or like. There's something mystical, like magical happening. And Finn was like this little boy, like a little German boy. He still looks what he looks like now. But like he was playing someone very young and stuff. But but I had to keep rewatching it because I was like, what the fuck is anyone else in the movie saying? Because everyone else had like a thick accent besides Finn, so I kept rewatching it because I was like, what the fuck is anyone saying? And then at some point, like, it's on a train, and there's a part where you, like, fly through the train, like it's one of those trains that, like, has open carts, like a transport train. Anyways, so we fly through, and then there's Finn Wolfhard in, like, his little, like, outfit. I don't know, that's why I said little German boy. I don't even think it's German in my head, but, like, that's the vibe. And then, but then, now, like, your POV as you're flying through it, Um, what else happened? I don't know. Then it turns into like a not a nightclub, but we start listening to music. I don't know. Finn was a big part of it. I can't remember it because it was multiple hours ago. There's something about dancing and like my my elementary auditorium and artists playing. Well, mostly Finn because he was the only artist I can think of, and like he was playing songs and his hair and his facial hair kept changing. Um, and then there was this part where we were in like a classroom. I think again is elementary or middle school. That I think that school fucking haunted me because it's in a lot of my dreams, mostly nightmares, but this one wasn't a nightmare. And he was a teacher this time. This time he had like regular facial hair, but he was also like shaved head. I don't if you guys know Finn and Wolfhard, you probably know what I'm talking about. But but he was the teacher and I was like I was with some of my friends, I can't remember who, but definitely from school. And it was like I what was it? We were doing something. We were doing like a workbook or something. But I kept singing Trailers After Dark. But at the same time, every every town has a darling. Two of Finn's songs. And I was like mixing the two of them together and I was singing it and I was like, why am I singing this song? Who made this song? But like in my head, I was like, this is Finn Wolfhard's song. I'm trying to impress him. But I would like outwardly talk about how I didn't know. And then, by the way, this is still one dream. Um, and then I was like, there's Jimmy Solidarity Gaming, and he had this series on his channel called Border Hoarders, I think is what it's called. And basically, you're supposed to get every object in the game Minecraft. And so I turned into someone in it. I think I was LD Shadow Lady Lizzie. And they had gotten everything. But they needed like a villager because apparently that counts. Like you have to trade with every type of villager. And they were like, "Oh my god, like we need this villager." And I think all of a sudden I was there and I was like, "What about no. Lizzie was like, "Oh, I know. It's the one that's underground." And I'm like, "Oh, the guy like the gem guy with like the spectacle, even though that's a fucking monocle, but whatever." And then is this a different color? This is a different color. But then she like goes exploring and it's like a hole. She's looking for a hole and she finds a hole in the ground that like goes down with like a spout of water and she gets down there and she's like, "Oh my god, I found him." Um and so she goes to trade with him. He does have a monocle and he's surrounded by a bunch of ores and deep slate and he literally he's in like a like not even a cave, it's just a square box. And apparently that one, when you trade with that villager, you get maps of geodes, where to get them, and like the vibe of a trial chamber, but not a trial chamber. It's like a gem chamber thing. I don't know. And then she got it, and they're like, "Oh my god, yay!" That was one dream, by the way. Have you ever wondered how my dreams go? If you're ever curious. That's the type of shit I dream. And I dream a lot. Every time I sleep, I dream. Which, like, makes sense. I have a very imaginative mind. My ass is so creative. Okay, low key. I think I'm doing pretty well with this. This needs to be less saturated though. Like, still bright. Okay. Okay, this is just not the right color. I think I'm also missing some, like, air in between these leaves. This color is more brownish. Sorry for my nose. I don't know if you guys could even hear it. Like I said, it's always fucked. Wait a second. Apparently, the end of this path is like where that part of the bush is. So, like, here? So this goes away. And it goes more this way. Kinda like this? Kinda. Let's just do it from higher up. And then, like, kind of goes to, like, just a lone slit. Okay. Let's go back to the bush. What does the bush look like? What colors? What colors? Whoa, 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 whoa. It looks more red than these ones. Yeah, probably basically this color. But it's more red down there. Okay, hold on. Not too dark. Not too vibrant, but there's two right here. Okay, that's not vibrant enough. Do you hear the noise? I think as the time goes on, I'm getting, like, more comfortable with my shapes and, like, not being so accurate to the image. Which is good. I'm happy about that. Okay, and then there's a second flower there. But baby, I swear I wanted to go, but on my way around I happened to fall. She's an NUA. I don't know the lyrics. I don't know the lyrics, like, ever. I never do. Plus, they're, like, British or something. My ass would not know. Okay, the thing is, these flowers are so small. And I've definitely made them way too big. Let's use this color more. Sorry, I'm blocking my mouth. Oopsie. Okay, that looks flat, though. Okay, this is supposed to be a lot less saturated. I think that's good. I think that's good. Okay, low-key, this kind of fucks. Low-key, I think I'm doing pretty well. I'm thinking of doing the grass with this one. So it's definitely... It's closer to this color. Let me make sure I hit the right button. Maybe more green. Maybe a tiny bit more green? I'm going back to my brave and... Okay, this one's like kind of desaturated but dark. Okay, then a lot greener. It's still shadowed. Whoa! What the fuck happened? Oh, I moved it. Okay, that's what happened. Oh wait, I still have space here. Okay, and then... Okay, and then the light is like really light. Needs to be more saturated. Okay. The thing is, it's not light enough. Like, I did the wrong hue. It's kinda. Just these colors need to be more, whoa, more yellowish. And then let's do this. How about this color? No, because it's still like bluish. That's confusing. Oh, this color. This has to be the color. Okay. And then maybe slightly more blue, slightly darker. You know what they say, trial and error, trial and error. Okay. And then I can flatten this a bit more. Okay, maybe not like that. This needs to be a lot lighter. Okay, and then here is a bit darker. Like darker. Like dark. Oh my god, that's like dark. It's kind of like here. No, that's not dark enough. Okay. Okay, let's see. Because then it's like kind of like bends and then gets really thin. Same thing with this one. So like it kind of goes alongside the house. And then kind of like curves behind a bit. But then it also gets thinner. And then this one kind of like just goes like this, actually. Not too different. But it is darker, is a thing. Let's hold on. So it looks like a little shadow that goes from there to here. Okay, and then this one needs to be darker on the side. No. This pen's kind of hard to use, not gonna lie. Maybe if I do it like this, it would be easier. It is. It is easier if I do that. Let's make it darker. Actually, let's not. How about this color? Honestly, I don't think I'm doing too bad. Now that I'm looking at it on my other monitor, like taking a far back view. I'm actually kind of proud of myself, not gonna lie. Oh, I had hair in my mouth. The house does seem to be too big. Or at least everything looks more zoomed in than it actually is. Which is fine. Yeah, I really zoomed it in. Okay, so that's good to know that my proportions aren't necessarily the best. Okay, so something I'm noticing is I really don't know how to do this side of the house. I really don't. Like perspective wise, I don't understand how to. So we're gonna ignore it even further. I am gonna add bushes along the side of this. So this just looks like a straight line from this. Okay. And then it looks like, are those stairs? I think those are stairs. Okay, let's... Okay, I need to zoom in for this. This is gonna be difficult. Or not. Ah! I forgot I have the picture on my actual PC monitor. I forgot I have that. Oh, this is way better. Whoa. Okay, probably there should be good. Oh, this might blend in too much with the tree. Okay. Through my life, every other day I wonder it. Sorry, I actually put that in my mouth. Jesus. Issue with my boba drink. It has ice and it is melting. So it's only what is it? It's only so long until my drink is watered down. So that's a little frustrating. Oh, technically it's 4 steps, but like who cares? 4 steps, more like 4 steps. Is that what a forearm is? Are forceps forearms? Let me see. Forceps. Forceps are hinged instruments with 2 blades or tongs used for grasping and manipulating objects. This is not what I expected. Okay, an example I assume is tweezers, because it looks like tweezers. Isn't it forcep? Am I silly? Okay, yeah. Okay. I guess I'll go. I don't know why I thought forearm. Forceps sounds like it's um, supposed to be like a body part, right? That's what it feels like to me. Okay. Okay, wait. So back here seems to be a very uh a darker green. A darker cooler green. And so we're gonna line the house with it. There we go. We're gonna go to a show and then come home and probably die. It pains me to say, but maybe I've grown out of it. Okay. So there's a bush here. I should really like... There's like a gap. There's like a... Hold on. There's a gap right here. Okay. Maybe that's better? And then it kind of like goes like this. Maybe? Maybe that's better? Alright. Let's just use straight white. Or almost straight white. Let's... Actually, no, it's more bluish than anything. Okay, it doesn't help that... Okay, that's way too blue. Okay, this won't look right because the background is not the right color. Oh. Okay, let's just color these bits in. There you go. That's basically all the parts I needed. And then the roof is a very navy color. Is it desaturated? Is it desaturated? No, I don't think it is. Okay, there we go. And then only this part is blue. And then only a bit of this is blue, but you can't even see it, so it doesn't matter. Oh shit. I need a lighter color for the inner bits of these. Boom. Oopsie. And then like a little bit there. Okay, no. One. That's not thin enough. Okay. I'm trying to figure out. Okay, this one's thinner, is what I'm realizing. There we go. And this one needs the same treatment. So thin line. Oh wait, I also have this part. I forgot about this part. Actually, no, that goes exactly there. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That works. Alright. Okay, then it's the same exact thing. Actually, this one has more. This one has more than the other one. And then it also has this thin thing. You know what? I want to listen to that entire album. Where's that? Finn Wolfhard, I love you, but I want to listen to the rest of Haley Hendrix. There we go. Wait, does it end? Does it end in blue? Very little, very little, very little. Okay, this actually goes down. Please. You know, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I'm not supposed to be picture perfect. I forgot. You know what I could also do? I could just do this. See? Problem solved. Problem solved. What the fuck did I hit? Oh, I should probably do the window. I think that would be beneficial for me. Oh wait, this is a darker, more saturated blue than the other. Okay. Actually, let's make it a different layer because I do feel like I might mess this up. Boom. Okay, this might be too small, honestly. Okay. And then let's take you. Let's zoom in. How does it look? Okay, so it looks like it's this. Okay, let's just do a straight line. It's hard to do straight lines with this pen. Well, not straight lines. It's fine in that aspect. Wait, no, these are thicker. What am I doing? This is thick. Okay, and then you can't even see this part. Okay, and then there we go. Wait, yes you can. The fuck? What am I doing? It's just this one's thinner. Okay, there we go. And then we do this. We do this. Okay, we're gonna do a bit of that. Then we erase. Oh. Actually, let's do this so I can erase it later. Oh shit, there's more. There's more to the window. Okay. And then we got this. Okay, this is like way thinner. Actually, hold on. Let's change to this one. Okay, there we go. And then we got this. And we got this. Boom. And then we erase. Let's make it smaller. You know what? I'm just gonna go fuck it and just draw a new line. Actually, no, it's this color. There we go. Maybe one more time. Okay, I'm actually never gonna be able to do that again. So we're not gonna try it. We're simply just not gonna try. You know what, whatever. Let's put one there, maybe? Yeah, let's put one there. Ah! Okay. That should be better. Oh wait, that looks the same shade as the house. Fuck. Okay, that's the same shade as the house. Oh no. Okay, let's actually in the sink to find a lover. Wait, why is... Hold on. Why is this bit at the top still here? Alright. It does seem like this bit is like comes off a bit. Okay, I'm spending way too much time on this damn window. There we go. My god, this damn house. Did I save the color somewhere? I did not save the color somewhere. Okay, well, that's cool. Maybe I did. Maybe I did save the color somewhere. Would it be this color? No. Girl, I don't know. It'd be warmer. This color, it'd be more. Whoa. Where am I? Okay, I'm here. Hmm. How am I gonna do this? That is the question. Boom. Okay, hold on. Actually, is this dark enough? I think it needs to be more yellowish, actually. Yeah. Let's... Wait, is this on a different layer? Why are you on a different layer? The fuck? I guess I did that accidentally. Probably did. Probably was like, maybe I should put it on a different layer. Maybe this color instead? Maybe? Yeah, this works better. Oh shit, that's okay. That makes sense. That's the fucking pathways. Okay, that makes sense. I was like, why do I have a separate layer for that? I don't even know if my singing's picking up, but that's fine. I only want you to for me. God, drawing straight lines is hell. Okay, there we go. And then maybe do a bit of that. It needs... Oh, shit. Wrong color. That's why that happened. I need to make this a bit thicker, but not too thick. Because for some... It, like, gets thicker later on for some reason. I don't know why that happens. Or how exactly to do that. Shit. Wait, did I use the right color? I think so. What is this color? A little warmer. Okay. Actually, this is like more gray than anything. Then let's get a gray. Less gray. More color in you. There we go. And then I can do a bit of that. Wait, you know what? Whatever. I'm wondering if this is like another part of the house, but maybe it is, maybe it's not. But I'm gonna do a bit of it here. You know what? Never mind. I'm gonna cut the house out right here, or maybe just like the. Okay. Okay, that should be good. Actually, this is blocked by a tree, so who literally gaff? This is just gonna help me for later. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I didn't even see this there. Okay. Someone is asking to go. Okay, I should stop fiddling with that, because then I'll never stop fiddling. Okay, I'm getting in my head again and taking longer than I should. Ah, what did I hit? There we go. Okay. Nope. Okay. There's a tree there. Might as well draw the tree there. Because it's also the same color as the bush. Okay, so okay. Let's just build. Okay, let's draw the bottom of the tree first. Hmm. Okay, wait, it's close to that shade of green. So we're gonna do this. Oh shit, wait, hold on. There's just an entirely different part of the house I missed. And then it should be like here. What the fuck? Wrong color. Or a friend. Okay. And then this is more like this. More. Okay. Okay. Whoa. That is working better. Oh yeah, I was doing the tree. Actually, it starts off pretty dark. Not purely black, but like kind of dark. Okay. And now it's significantly lighter. Da, da, da. Whoa, that is not the color I wanted. Okay. Okay, I think I need to make this part more yellowish. Okay, but like not that saturated though. Let's be realistic here. This is a big patch of dark green. Okay. Okay, and then more here. I'm going whoa, that is not the color I wanted. I'm going closer to the actual house, which I'm not ideally trying to do, but I've done a decent amount of the colors here, of the coloring here, so maybe like I can like kind of splurge with that. Not splurge, but like get away with that without like having messed up my entire thing. Let's do it like this. And then let's just have stragglers from the back. You know what? This would be easier if I actually had the sky, and so I can like blend it more. I mean, I always could. I always could go fuck it and like put in the sky, but you know what? It's fine for now. Okay, there's part of that tree. I'm really excited to do this bush, but at the same time, I don't know how to do literally anything else on the other side of the house. Like, I don't. Like, I genuinely don't. You know what? While I'm here, I'm going to do the little rail things. Oh my god, never mind. Oh, this is so annoying. This is just annoying. I really don't want to keep working on this house, bro. I mean, I know I don't have to, but I think that would make my life easier if I actually commit to this. Okay, not this thick. Whoa. Okay, my thing loaded for some reason. But there's nothing even here. It's like here. I mean, there is one there, but it's not part of it. Okay. Whoa, that's a bucket. Let's do a bit of that. How does it look without the sketching? it does not look bad, which is good for me. Okay. You know what I'm realizing? I don't fucking have to do all that. I don't need to. No one's forcing me to do that. If I don't want to do it, I don't have to. And so I'm not gonna do it. Okay, that's too... I'm just gonna do this. Color that bit in. Bring it up a bit. Actually, no, this should be darker. This should be darker. Okay. What the fuck? Why can I not draw a straight line? There we go. Okay, yeah, there's that porch thing. Whatever, who cares? Cover is a gift I almost missed. Let's just do that. And then let's do that. Whoa. Okay. There we go. You're not even supposed to be able to see this part, I'm realizing. Oh. Oh well. Let's just, I mean, there's a window there, but... I'm drawing the bush. Turns out, my favorite thing to do are the bushes. I really fuck with these trees. I mean, both. I really fuck with the nature. Okay, so there's one that, like, goes there. I'm trying to get the general shape first. Oh, wait, no, there's a bush, like, right here, too. Okay, but that one's more of this color than anything. At least at the bottom. Okay, but it's kind of like a flat line is the thing. Part of it is flat. Okay, it's sticking out a bit. But there's still a color that's able to be popped out by the sun. Oh my god, hair in my face. Actually, I don't like that shade. Maybe it should be more of this color, yeah. Okay, and then this tip of the brush, bush. Okay, that's not the right color, like, at all. You know, as a person, I don't think I hold a pencil the same way as everyone else does. Cause there's some things that people are like, oh yeah, like you do hold it like this, and I'm like, I can't do that. But like, or like, oh, you hold your pencil like this and do that, and it's like, I don't hold a pencil like that. Am I supposed to? Am I supposed to? But like, it hasn't really bothered me. Maybe it's why I get a lot of, what's it called, like, hand cramps, like, very fast when I'm writing. Like, I don't have, like, immediately my hand starts cramping. Don't know if that's normal, but it definitely made school terrible for me. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Okay. And now for the big tree. Or maybe it's a big bush, who fucking knows? Okay, so it looks like the sunlight's there, and then a bunch here, and like the entire top part is sun. Okay. I can do that. I can do that. Okay. And then a bit of... Oh, my eye, I rub... Ah. I've been drawing for 3 hours, that's crazy. I feel like I haven't done anything. That's a lie, I do feel like I've done a lot in this drawing. Let's make it smaller again. Okay, and then a little bit here. Then going upwards. Nope, that's too dark of a green. It does seem to have like a little bit of a yellow. Okay, maybe not that bright. So there's like a dark tree like behind here. That's fine. And then there's just like this big dark part here. I don't know what that's all about. Oops. Let's get this one here. And then maybe some of this, I guess. I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna stop looking at the reference and just kind of color in how I see fit, if that makes sense. Just so I can like kind of not think as strictly as I was. But this has been a very chill and quiet stream, so if that's not the vibe you wanted, that's fine. Honestly, if you didn't want to watch it, you wouldn't be here, so maybe I'm talking to the imaginary hater. Dude, it's like fucking I've been streaming for 3 hours. Whoever didn't want to see whether VOD watchers or not, if you didn't want to see me do this, they're gone. And they've been gone for about 3 hours. But if anyone has stayed, VOD watchers or live viewers, I don't know. I don't have my view count, so who even knows? But if anyone has stayed, hope you guys have liked my little practice study thing. Cause honestly, I don't draw a lot is my issue. That's not something I do. And then like periodically I start drawing again and I'm like, wow, okay, maybe I'm like goated at drawing. But like I never honed. What the fuck is the word? I never really I never practice my skills, so I kind of stay at a generally like the same level. So like there's that, but I have a very strong understanding of art, I like to say. Not like I'm an absolute expert at it, but I do think I understand a lot of the fundamentals. I'm not perfect. Honestly, big issue is perspective, as you can see. I'm struggling with that. And also, things that aren't people. Well, okay. The thing is, I struggle with a lot of people drawing. I'm really good at faces, and I'm really good at bodies when there's no head in like faces or like personality to it. I'm good at those stuff. But the second it's like slightly like detailed when it comes to people when it comes to people and not necessarily just the body. Okay, hold on. It seems like there's like a trunk here, so I'm just gonna whoa, wrong color. I'm just gonna throw that there. Actually, no. I'm gonna go here. What color is that? It's kind of warmish, so we're gonna do this here and here? Maybe? Shit. No, I want it underneath. I want it here. There we go. Probably... Okay, okay, never mind. I was gonna add the sunshine, but I guess I could do it here. Because there's a bit of sun here. You can't even see that, but it doesn't matter. That's like warm-ish. But how am I supposed to do it against the sky I can't see is the question. I'll figure it out. Oh, whoa, this is too small, I feel. So it seems like, yeah, this is too small. I can probably just do that. Because it's a little bit of a hazy sun. Okay, let's just color this all in. Oh, this is way too light. And then let's add more of the light here. There's just like a box here, but who cares, bro? And then I can make the rest of the trees back there It's like it's kind of like the same color as this, but slightly darker and more of a cool hue. And also not as much. Whoa, that's too bright. To the side. Okay, I need this to be thicker is the thing. Let's see. Let's make this wider and then do the leaves again. Okay, that's too saturated though. Okay. And then there's a little more here. I think we're coming close to the end of this painting. At least as far as I want to take it. Okay, this tree isn't as nice as I would have liked it to be. I need, okay, what if we do this, like this, and then we, oh, okay, 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 this, okay, this isn't, yeah, that's not gonna work. I was wondering if, like, I can, like, take space out of the tree. That should be fine, that should be fine. Literally, like, that should be fine. And maybe like a bush here, because there is a bush here. Alright, I think, Because I really don't want to do the rest of the house. I really don't want to do the rest of the house. Um, let's see. What if I take rid of that? Honestly, I think this is good. I say compared to the image I used as a reference, I think I did pretty good. I definitely think I made it more saturated. But like that's me. I love saturation. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do a bit of. I do have an. I have a bit of a too much gene, but let's just. I just think I need more darkness here. It's near the bottom. I need more darkness. Okay. I think I have I'm trying to perfect it, even though like I'm just kind of adding some bullshit. I think it looks good already. I just okay. I'm putting my pen down. I think I'm done. If I really want to push myself, I could do the um I could do the house, but like I said, I don't really want to. Um I'm pretty proud of myself. And with that, I'm gonna end stream. Thank you guys. Whoa, I just smacked my monitor. Dear Lord. Thank you guys for being here. My hand hurts. Because I didn't stretch it once. If you heard my knuckles crack, then there we go. I don't know. Um, this was okay. This was a 3 hour drawing stream, and honestly, I kind of threw this together like 5 minutes before I went live. So I'm sorry that I didn't talk a lot. I kind of lock in when I'm drawing. Um, but I'm pretty proud of the what's it called? The result. Maybe tomorrow I'll play Little Nightmares because I just bought the game. It was on sale and I was so happy. So probably Little Nightmares tomorrow. If not, probably another chill game. I don't know. I've never played Little Nightmares, so I don't know if it's chill or not, but